Stream going. Maybe. Excellent connection. We are on the air.
Yay.
Live in full effect.
Link. Hell, what am I doing? I don't do any of that. Stream what's a stream?
The thing about links, though, somebody with admin privileges to the Telegram needs to do that because that way it goes on as an announcement and it stays stuck. Because all I can do is just add it as a comment. You know what I'm saying? I don't have admin privileges on that.
So Leo needs to do it?
Is he
Right. No,
or he
we'll
needs
just
to make us administrate.
have to call up Rob and get him to do it.
God.
As I pointed out, Harrison showed up in our Telegram this week. I haven't passed him in the notes yet. Okay, you posted it. I'll go grab it and put it in Telegram.
Yeah, I put it on Discord. Yep.
Well, I got most of it. There we go. I didn't know how to post this thing as a...
God,
Which what?
Google signed me out of all of my... wrong password. I'll tell you when it's the wrong password. Give me that crap. And it should be up on the front page, but it's not.
Well, apparently I don't have admin privileges either.
Do you have those privileges, Joe? Do you know?
To be able to
post announcements.
My brain is not working. What's the word? Posted as a...
I have no clue.
Yeah, because I mean, we can post it as a message, but then it'll get buried.
You clip it to... It's not called clipping it, but yeah, you can have it so it shows up. Damn, brain is not working.
I bet it's working better than most.
Pinned. You pin it.
Pin
it. Well, I do not have pin privileges apparently.
All right. So I've done some tweaking on the website, as I said. One thing I noticed when I was on the road was we had a performance issue. When I fixed the website to where it could now take more than 10 episodes at a time, I fixed that, but then created another problem because if you've got 50 episodes and it's just set to wholesale provide all 50 episodes, it has to load the media links into the browser has to load those into the cache every time it loads the page. And if it has to do that for 50 episodes, then that really slows down the browser, especially on a slow connection. So I fixed that problem. I set it to where it's still bringing 50 episodes into the stream or into the feed, but it's only showing 10 at a time. That way all the browser has to do is cache 10 episodes at a time in the media player.
I need to update my bio. Still has me being an Uber driver and pizza delivery guy.
My other sister just made manager of a Pizza Hut up in South Bend.
Mm.
Congratulations! Now you'll work 8 days a week instead of just 7.
Yeah, and they're 26-hour days.
Yeah, and it's true because they can't get people to do regular work, let alone management. Well, this KVM switch seems to be working just fine.
Well, I'm just going to have to redo this and send it to you. Oh, yeah, it still has my moss at mintcast.org address, and I don't think that's even active right now.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. Who left? Give it.
Not me.
Hell, that ain't working for shit.
Okay, I have fixed it a little bit. I'm going to update it to the drive in mintcast host directory. And Bill, if you would please.
What's that now? What'd you do?
I am updating my bio and putting it in the host directory.
On the okay. You want me to put that on the website?
Yeah, as soon as I find out where I put it.
I'm so done with Google Drive. Yeah, it's not showing up in the root directory.
No, I haven't moved it yet because I haven't found it yet.
Wonder if you put it in the show notes.
No, I didn't. I just edited it as a text file and saved it, and I'm trying to find out where the blank I saved it.
Daggum old computers doing all that.
Oh, it's right there in root. Why would I put it in root?
In your root?
My root, yes. I'm moving it to my desktop. Trying to move it to my desktop. It won't let me move it because it's still open. Damn.
Yeah, I'm over it with Google Drive.
I would love to be over it with Google Drive. However, I haven't gotten it in there yet. Okay, there it is in desktop. I said it's in there. I got it on desktop. Now let me go Google Drive it. New file upload, desktop. There we go. Should be there now. Moss updated bio.txt in the mintCast host directory.
mintCast hosts.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go to mintCast admin. Pages. Find you, Moss. Do you want me to replace this whole thing with it?
Yeah, I copied all of it and just made changes.
Okay.
That's why I left it as a text file. Just toss in a couple HTML codes and you're good.
I'm just going to do it as text. It'll be just as good.
Mm-hmm. Sure, well.
Select all. Maybe. Control.
No, it won't. You got to at least throw in a few HTML codes.
Well, if you want it to, I mean, if it,
a few bracket/P's won't hurt you, Bill.
Probably if you insert it as text, it should do that automatically in HTML.
Oh, I've never had it do that for me. It makes it one big glom of the text file.
Let's see what happens here. I didn't look. Does it have your email address at the end too?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just and let's preview it first just to be sure. Yeah. Moss is a multifaceted but poor person.
It said dreadfully impoverished, and since I'm currently getting money from my mom's estate, I didn't feel comfortable saying that. But when that goes away, I will still be poor.
But there's honor in that suffering, I guess. That's what people say.
Doesn't help you pay the rent.
That honor doesn't pay the rent. Yep, there you go. Go have a look.
Oh, we darn. My links did not get linked.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I could have updated the year of the Linux desktop statement too. The next to last paragraph at the end has years that are currently out of date.
Why is that not turning into a link, I wonder? Do you not have HTTPS on that site?
I do.
Okay, you just got HTTP in the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I fixed
You're
it.
right, I do.
I fixed it. Now if I can get it to link without having
Same thing with Kanaki, both of them. Like I say, this is a 3-year-old, actually a 4-year-old bio. 4 years ago, there weren't not that many HTTPSs.
It's almost trivial nowadays. All right, now.
Okay, now it's all one link. There should be two different links there.
Oh,
Or
I know.
buying a physical CD at should not be linked.
That must be why it wasn't working. I forced it to work. Okay, those should both be HTTPS.
Well, yes.
Okay. Let's unlink that whole thing.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Let me see what our score is now. Well, I closed everything. All righty.
Let's make a new line here. That way it's less confusing.
Clemson is taking the lead from Syracuse. Fourth quarter, 24-21. Well, Tennessee Martin got another touchdown. It's only 65-21 now.
All right, now go look at it.
Sort of put a /P in there.
I didn't add anything.
I mean, it's kind of okay as a separate line, but there shouldn't be a separate space like it's a new paragraph. And you might want to say email me at in front of my email address. My fault.
Why is it adding a space? I didn't tell it to add a space. It keeps doing that. I get in front of it and hit enter and it makes a new space.
Well, don't hit enter.
Yeah, but it kind of runs together though, I think. But I guess whatever, as long as the links are.
Yeah. As long as it's not one link. I don't even know if anyone has bothered trying to order anything directly from Kanaki. Other than me making my however many copies I've made.
Now, do you want your email down here to be I can just put a link like that, or I can put a button down there that works as a.
That'd be good.
Okay.
You can button me.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that.
I'm getting all buttoned down here.
Yeah.
I feel like Bob Newhart.
Buttons. So it'll just say email me. What is it? Bard Moss?
Yeah.
All one word, Bard Moss?
Oh, yeah.
pm.me.
PM me, baby. I think Proton Mail kind of got lucky on that one.
All right, look at that. See what you think.
Looks good.
You like that?
If you could maybe put another line after the email me so that we don't have all the icons there. Oh, do I have my links in there or is that just us?
That is the new plugin I installed for our social media links. It puts one of those on every page by default.
Okay, well, if you put a space in there, they'll think they're mine.
Let's see, spacer. I'm gonna have to add that as a spacer.
I mean, I don't even look at my Twitter. I don't.
It's not
I
your
guess
Twitter, it's the show's stuff.
That's what I mean. If you space it, you.
Did that look good?
Well. Let me see. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Groovy.
I have a reply down there. You could delete that. If that's deletable.
No, that's. Let me see if there's a allow comments. Bam.
Otherwise, I can just put an updated reply on it.
Did it go away?
Let me see. Nope, comments went away, but the reply did not.
Reply.
So now I can't even correct it with an update. Learning curve, learning curve.
Do you want the comments on there or not?
What I wanted was my comment to go away, not for all comments to go away. Nobody was using them, so it's not a problem.
What comment do you have on there?
It says one reply to Moss, Zyvola, November 5, 2018 at 11:38 p.m. I can also be reached on Gmail, zyvolananda@gmail.com. And since I'd rather not use my Gmail.
Okay, that's not on your page here. Let's see.
Oh, well.
Let's go into.
It shows up on my page.
Where is the comments?
Well, if you can enable comments again, I can just make a correction.
I did.
Oh. Yes, you did. Okay.
And I also opened up the general comments to just show, because the way it worked before is one of us had to physically go in and approve a comment. Like we would get an email and then somebody would have to log on and then approve it, and that might not happen. So I just got it set to run fast and loose, and then if it gets abused, then we can deal with it.
Right. Okie dokie, made an update. Thank you much, Bill.
Yeah.
Boy, we're having such a great streaming show. Is anyone listening to us fumble around like this?
Let's see. Two views. That one of those has got to be me from when I went to that site to open up the comments or the top chat.
Well, let me look and we'll make it number 3. Why? Hi there, it's me. Oh, Joe's back. Eating food. One watching now. I'm turning that off. That's disturbing. Yeah, nobody was watching us bumble around.
Oh, well. Just keep all the fun to ourselves then, I guess. Yeah,
So, I guess I'm going to start looking at Sousa. What you gonna do, Joe?
I don't know. MX?
Well, MX is an Ubuntu spinoff, so if you do MX, you'll do Ubuntu.
I don't know.
I think we should start with the top level, or well, bottom level.
Yeah, we haven't hit Debian yet.
Maybe I'll do Debian then.
Ubuntu is really its own animal. I mean, it's It's a second level, yes, but there's nothing else that's as second level unless you count Fedora, but there aren't that many spin-offs of Fedora.
Is Norbert going to be on?
You're breaking up bad on my end, Joe.
Good. Is Norbert going to be on?
He said he was taking a few weeks off, but I don't know from when to when. Is Joe breaking up for you, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to reboot.
That's like halfway through, so.
It's really choppy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There we go. Okay.
Everything broken. No, everything's broken. Can you?
Now I can hear you, but your video is stationary.
Broken. Yeah. It's all your fault, Moss.
Yeah, I see your wife in the background. Now I don't. We have so much fun at this show, guys. I'm glad you're all listening. Watch me fumble around with no teeth. Blah, 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 blah.
Can you see me now?
Yep, there
Good. Is this a Verizon video commercial? And your wife is still there. Yay.
Yep, she's still here. She hasn't left me yet.
So I told everybody about my wife. I'm starting to think she ain't never gonna leave.
Every time I hear my wife talking to her father, I make sure to mention she hasn't killed me yet.
I bet that's not irritating at all.
Not at all. Well, her father is a real piece of work. It's like he stayed married to her mother to the day she died, but they didn't live together past the first 5 or 6 years of her life.
It turns out that's more common than you would think.
The day that he married her mom, he spent the night with a hooker. This guy felt that there wasn't a woman alive that he didn't belong between the legs of.
The wife is down here. She thought that was funny.
And he also made it really clear that even though she was his only child, that she was not going to inherit any of his money because women don't inherit.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he doesn't have any money anyhow, and the family house burned down after he sold it for a pittance and didn't even get paid all of what he was owed on it. But she did have some stuff in storage there, so now the only stuff she owns is what's here. She moved here with 2 bags, and I've of course tried to take care of her.
I have a similar story about my in-laws, but I probably ought to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
They say nothing that is said on the internet goes away.
I kind of expect my wife's family to go a little nuts when they start passing away. So if like her parents both go, because we're not directly in El Paso, I kind of expect her brother to make everything magically disappear.
I hate that. That is just despicable,
Well, he didn't even wait for Grandma to die before he was like taking all of her money. And then all of her stuff started disappearing after she passed away. Well, no, before she passed away, because she was still in the. She had Alzheimer's, so she was in the home, and her stuff just started disappearing, and Jackie got blamed for it. But he ended up having to admit to taking it, and she never got an apology from anyone for that. Made me a little annoyed.
People suck.
Yeah, I am blessed with having a very good cousin that was my mom's executor. And if anything disappeared, we don't care. I mean, mom left her 12% in the will, which was less than I got and more than anyone else got that wasn't me or my kids.
I'm not really concerned about it. If they leave us something, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. It's their crap.
Yeah, I thought it was very nice of my mother to, instead of leaving me half her estate, she split it up and gave me 15% and each of my kids 15% and my two grandkids 2%. So that adds up to 49%. And I'm happy with that. That means I'm going to die broke and not have to worry about not having left my kids anything.
Yeah, well, it's like my dad. I know I'm not really going to inherit anything from him, but I'm not worried about it. I'll just keep him around as long as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, it was getting kind of strange, though, looking at houses to purchase in Decatur, Illinois, when we could have had a free one in Iowa. But he made the right decision letting that go, because I don't know if Suzanne was going to be very happy about moving into Tornado Alley.
Look, man, I lived in that place all through high school, and the tornadoes always went around us. And that house was more than 100 years old.
I understand that, but tell her. Anyhow, so we're looking all around this area, and then we have for some reason we popped into Decatur, Illinois, and we're finding a whole lot of houses that are really cheap in pretty nice shape. We have a requirement of at least 1.5 bathrooms. So a lot of cheap houses go by the wayside that only have one bathroom.
Right.
1 3/4 or more is better. I mean, I don't mind just having a shower, but
when I get done.
But yeah, we've got like 3 houses still on our list that nobody's bought that are under their $50,000 or less. There was one for $35,000 that was on there for 3 weeks, and then someone finally bought that. I'm going, yeah, you'd think corporations would be moving in and buying all this stuff like they usually do.
Oh, they pick regions. Right now, they're still mostly in Texas.
Oh, they bought out most of Nashville, I'll tell you that. Every time someone builds a new neighborhood for low income, they come in and buy half of it at least. And the rents they charge are unconscionable.
Yep. Gotta love big business in America.
Well, that's one reason why we're still in this trailer, because there's just no way we could get anything close for this amount of money.
Yeah, and with inflation the way it's going.
Yeah, we're still paying $450 a month, $425 a month for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home. No lot rent, and then we pay utilities.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we saw some really cheap mobile homes in the Decatur, Illinois area, but they're all in mobile home parks, and the mobile home parks are charging $400 a month just for the land.
Ugh. What? Yes, they're very pretty chairs.
Okay, so I'm doing Sousa.
I don't know what I'm doing. Debian. I'm doing
You're
Debian.
doing Debian. And Bill is doing Arch. All right, let me get...
As long as I don't have to do Linux from scratch.
I don't even think we have LFS on there.
No, and I don't think that's...
Indies. It's under Indies.
Nobody in their right mind does that anyway.
Well, let me do SLS, Slackware, and Sousa. There's not that much to say anywhere. Because SLS is important to cover.
So I got that hard drive back from Seagate yesterday.
Did you?
And I'll tell you what, ZFS is something else. I just plugged that drive back in, no formatting or nothing, executed zpool attach, then the one that was already in there, and then the one that was in there, and then it just resilvered the new drive and made a mirror. Bob's your uncle, and it's been working great.
Actually, Ray's my uncle.
Yeah, but that's not a popular saying, Joe.
Oh, okay.
It is now. Raise your uncle.
I actually saw a video yesterday on how Bob's your uncle came to be his statement. Apparently, this guy who was absolutely useless had an uncle that was a major minister in the UK government, and every time he failed at one job, he got him another. Sort of like G.W. Bush.
You didn't like G-Dub?
Well, his business acumen was sadly lacking.
So is Trump's.
Well, that's absolutely true. But Trump has managed to make it look like he was a successful businessman, and Bush was not.
He made himself look like president.
Well, that's true.
Sounds
Well,
pretty successful to me.
He made himself look like his vice president was president. He made himself look like an idiot whenever he got up on stage.
Not as bad as his son.
No, I mean Bush. Trump's son is an idiot.
No,
yes,
I meant Bush too.
I didn't know GW had a kid.
I think Joe was talking about Senior in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, that's GHW.
Oh, okay.
GW
I had it backwards then.
Yeah. Yeah, George Herbert Walker Bush. And then just George Walker Bush is the younger.
I do miss the silly, uninteresting things we used to fight about in those days.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that GW had his brain fried by Coke, and that's why he didn't make any sense. We just had to worry about what that evil person that was his vice president was doing behind our backs. Or you don't go out hunting with him.
That was a good way to get accidentally shot.
I know he felt bad about that too, but then you have to wonder. You gotta wonder. Been hunting all those years and never
accidentally shot anybody before.
Now remember, Bill, if you're doing arch, you're doing all the arches.
Well,
Gen 2.
what I'm going to do is it's a history of Arch, but then at the end I'll talk about the derivatives
Right.
and why they exist.
Now, what? There we go. And her ghost, Endeavor, Arco, Linux.
Just the ones that you find interesting or
I think they're all interesting because they're all
important.
they're very different in
Yeah.
the problem
The
that they're trying to
scope, the
fix.
reasoning, yeah. No, I get that, and sometimes I do like the occasional Arch distro.
All of these problems that we have with the flat packs and the snaps not working with the third-party plugins, the problems that you have with certain things because you can't get the updated version, or if you do get the updated version, you're installing it on an outdated tool chain. You have none of those problems with Arch. Except for that scroll bar. I was meaning to ask you about that, Moss.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that's a problem everywhere. I've installed Audacity, the new version of Audacity, on 3 different distros, and I've tried the app image and even compiling it from source. You still have that bug of the scroll bar not showing up, and the only way to fix it is to unmaximize it and then remaximize it, and it pops up. And it is a known regression. So and the flat pack for 3.2.1 is broken because you don't have the plugin support because it cannot see outside of its containerized environment. So that is what it is.
So I've got some work cut out for me here.
At least we got a week to do it all.
Yeah, better than 2 days. Or 30 minutes.
Hey, I think I've done some really good work on those times where we had to come up with a topic in 2 days and get it all put together for the show.
I'm not stressing it because we got a new audio engineer and she is fantastic and she's on time. She's on time, guys.
And she makes good decisions too.
Communicates. That's the important one.
I hate to sound like a hater, but these things.
Well, don't mention who she replaced, but she's doing great and we love her.
Enthusiastic. She doesn't know something, she'll ask.
Calls out crappy audio.
Yeah.
Well, my audio should have been better last time, so.
Well, you sound like you're on the phone.
No, I'm on a headset.
Yeah.
Right now. But
I
for the show. For the show last time, I did it inside and I did it on my really good mic, so it should have sounded fine.
Okay. So
got the show notes all set up.
Headset on your Linux Lugcast too.
I usually use a headset because I'm usually doing it out here.
Your microphone's not out there?
If I bring my microphone out here and it's hot, which it has been for months, the fan's on and that microphone picks up everything. So
is it a condenser?
I don't know.
Does it need phantom power?
No. It's a USB.
Well, all of the devices are getting along just fine with this new KVM except for the Jellyfin server. Every time I push another button and then try to go back to it, it does not connect.
Oh, I guess you're just going to have to get rid of the Jellyfin server.
Yeah, sure. Get rid of the most expensive one.
Yep, just trash it. Along with everything that's on it.
Tony Hughes, are you guys recording on Thursday evening your time? Okay, this is for distro hoppers.
Is Tony still doing distro hoppers? I thought you said he was done.
He is doing our audio editing.
He ain't that old. He needs to get back on the shows.
Well, he has been having health problems and can't really commit to a regular schedule.
Don't mean I can't complain.
Well, I probably shouldn't say this over the air, so.
Well, then don't tell us about his health problems over the air.
Well, I can copy it over to our team Discord. And there's what he sent me.
Okay, so medical procedures.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, I don't see us doing anything that if I was typing, I could concentrate on my typing better. But I think we're all set up for the next episode.
Seems probable. I got a lot of stuff to put in the bi-weekly, but hopefully I'll remember it all.
Oh, I did hear from Londoner. Apparently, he hasn't finished moving house because the house they wanted to move to fell through, and so they're having to rent or do other things until they have something. You know, they had to move out, but they don't have anywhere to move in.
That's okay. I'll offer to let him stay at your place.
Well, I don't think he could swim that far.
Steal a boat. Can't be that much different from stealing a car.
He sent me some pictures of a classic pickup truck that got left behind at the new place. Old.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Where's he at?
South Africa. No, my ex and her husband came for a visit, and I didn't even have room to put them up here. I really need to do some more work moving stuff to storage. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. We're just accomplishing so many things.
Yeah, me too.
I know. I don't want to discuss my projects because they're going in the bi-weekly wandering, so there's nothing to talk about.
Happy jellyfinning, Bill, and thanks so much.
Yep. Let me. I'll get on that latest endeavor here directly and get that on there for you, and then along with the episodes of House of Dragon too.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see you.